Hey, well, this is Zacchaeus with another live word of the day. God bless for tuning in. God bless for tuning in. If you tune in for the first time, I thank you. If you've been consistently support me, I thank you as well. Well, today I want to focus on health. I want to focus on eating right. I want to focus on what makes you tired. What makes you the foods that you eat. Does it make you tired? Are you every time you eat it? Don't you feel bloated? Or do you have when you get up in the morning, do you have headaches? And you have to ask yourself these questions. Why? Because as your body get older, your metabolism gets slower. Your body it gets older, so you get kind of worn. Some of your joints get kind of worn. So, and as I get older, I realize I gotta eat better. I realize that certain things I cut out, the headaches has gone away. No more heavy headaches every time I get up in the morning. No more feeling bloated every time I eat a meal. And folks, this is just to encourage you to change your diet. I'm not a nutrition expert, but I think that it's very important that, especially people that's following Christ and following God, to address health. Not to focus on it, but address it, because it's an important factor, especially in our community, that if we don't take care of ourselves, nobody else will. And if we don't watch what we eat and watch what we put in our body, community, it can be fatal. It can also be a result of you not feeling good or your body breaking down. Even when it comes to smoking too. If you smoke, you're gonna look old. Doesn't matter if you're black or white or what nationality you are. Smoking has a way of making you look old. It does. And if you don't exercise, your body pays for it in the long run. Now I'm gonna read some statistics that I found very, very interesting when I'm addressing this topic of health. Very, very interesting. According to the sources, diabetes is a killing increasing in numbers of Americans and people across the world, in a number, especially Americans, people across the world. I know particularly Americans, more than 100,000 US deaths each of the past 2 years. And this is according to 2022 resources, going on to 2023 sources. Let me read that again. 100,000 US deaths is due to diabetes complications. 1.5 million deaths are directly contributed because of diabetes. So we gotta watch what we eat. Gotta watch what we eat. And those who have hypertension, according to the sources, 691,095 deaths is due to hypertension. And 9.4 million is cardiovascular death in the United States, high blood pressure. So we're not being mindful and teaching our kids to eat right and watch them what they eat and ourselves too. You want to see your kids graduate from high school. You want to see your kids get married. You want to live that long. You want to see you don't want to stay in the hospital. You don't want to be laid up in a hospital or nursing home. You want to be able to be delivered from that. And God can deliver you from that. Your last dance is not in a nursing home. Your last dance, your last chance of life is not in a hospital. You have, especially if you're getting up and breathing each and every day. You have a chance to change your life by how you eat and what you put into your body community. If you're eating fried foods, it can put some pounds on. If you're eating fried and salty foods, it can definitely put some pounds on. If you're eating sugary donuts, you want to grab a quick meal, you don't have time to eat. And I noticed, I don't know if some of you noticed, But because of this inflation, the price of foods is going up. So why not cook at home? Because you know what you're putting into your body. Why not eat? Why not pack your lunch before you go to work? Why not watch what you're eating, watch what you put in your mouth? And some of us are not conscious eaters at all. We just stuff in our mouth, sitting in front of the TV, watching apps on the television, watching apps, Hulu, Netflix, Prime, those who have those apps. We just sitting and watching something good, and we're just stuffing our faces, not being conscious of what we're putting in our mouths. So today, let's be conscious of what we eat. It's good to, and it's also good to exercise. Nothing wrong with, well, as people call it, cheat day, where you once in a while you treat yourself to a slice of pizza. Once in a while you treat yourself to maybe once in a while you treat yourself to maybe a sugary smoothie. Once in a while, but we gotta watch our sugars and watch our salts. And if you're a juicer, watch the amount of sugar that you put. You should be juicing yourself, because every time you go buy the smoothies outside, they're compact with sugar. They're filled with sugar. So you gotta watch. And if you're putting natural sugars in it, like bananas, they're putting celery sticks, that's okay because it's natural. But be careful of artificial sugars. White sugar, brown sugars, be careful of those sugars, because they can play a role in your body community. And if you're not mindful, diabetes is the thing that can sneak up on you very easily. Because we have access to food, and we go to the supermarket and we buy the sugary foods, and maybe you get paid and you go buy the foods that you like and you enjoy. Try something healthy. Try some healthy foods. Like I tell my daughter, try some Greek yogurts. Don't just eat ice cream. Here in America, I don't know if it's abroad, but here in America, in the US, in New York, they have a thing where they have the buy one get one free in the middle of the week with ice cream. And my daughter's been losing the weight, and she's been saying, listen, and she be eating the yogurt. It's a help. When you can advise your young people to eat better, they thank you later on down the line. So instead of eating ice cream once a week, how about trying the Greek yogurt? Instead of drinking sodas, how about drinking water every time you eat a meal? Instead of drinking coffee every morning, how about drinking a juice with less sugar? Or drinking tea with no sugar, green tea with no sugar. So, and it's helped me along I noticed that when I changed my diet, it's helped me. I've less headaches I have. Even my skin is looking pure because I'm drinking something called alkaline water, so my skin is more cleaner. And we just gotta change you gotta change how we eat. And why is it important that we change how we eat? Because we're getting older, and it's only a matter of time when the age creeps up to you, and then it all plays a toll in your body. So I've known people that lost limbs because of diabetes. I know people that have hypertension in my family because of the diet. And if we're not mindful and not conscious of our diet, we can fall the victim of diabetes and high blood pressure. So if you want to live a longer life and live a life with quality instead of being in pain, consistent pain, and always having to possibly get into face dialysis where your kidneys fail, or diabetes where you're pricking your skin with needles every day. If you don't want to face that, try to change the way you eat and what you put into your body mechanism. Because if you don't, your body has a funny way. It's saying, because you didn't treat me good, so I'm not going to treat you good. And you will feel ailments in your body. And when you feel ailments in your body, No, you can't be. And for some of us that go out to work, no, it's a battle going on FMLA, family emergency medical leave, and you can't provide for your family because you're ill, or you just can't do anything. You just can't. You're not a good add-on to your family because you're ill. And we want to be a help for our family, whether it's financially or whether it's staying alive. And I want to say this too. It's a saying that goes, "Your health is your wealth," and that's true. Your health is your wealth. So everything in moderation. Not saying that you can't treat yourself once in a while, once in a blue moon, but don't make it a habit of every week indulging in junky snacks like chocolate chip cookies, ice cream, pizzas every week, fried chicken every week because you don't want to cook. Or if you don't want to cook, sometimes I know summertime in the US. I'm talking about in the US, it's summertime in the US, and some of us, you just don't feel like cooking. Okay. There's salads you can purchase, salads with some roasted salads with some roasted chicken or some baked chicken, which is another health. Maybe if you're a vegetarian or vegan, there's beans, soybeans, and there's soybeans. There's the Rasta pasta, where's a pasta was just filled with vegetables. That's West Indian. There's different things you can eat. You don't have to eat meat. You don't have to eat meat. You don't have to indulge in meat. There's different foods you can eat because because a lot of meats are salty, packed with sodium, and that can also contribute to high blood pressure. And little by little, my family and I are slowing away from meats. We're just mostly eating, and if you gotta be careful with fish too, but it's a little better with the fish than the regular meats. And they're planning to. And I'm gonna share this too in the next video. There's something they're doing with the chickens that you buy. That's gonna be coming soon with the Purdue chickens that you buy. They're still gonna be putting some kind of chemical in the chickens that you buy, and that's why we gotta be careful. And that's why I'm sharing this video. I'm gonna be coming back with more videos on health, but I feel that this is important to talk about because a lot of us go to carnival, a lot of us go to amusement parks, and you're eating those fried Twinkies, and you're eating those fried devil dogs, and you're eating all type of stuff. Those big juicy turkey meats, all type of stuff that is really not good for your health. And if you're not mindful, ladies and gentlemen, it can play a tremendous role in the quality of life that you live. So I advise you, and my only advice is to be a conscious eater. Watch what you eat. Watch what you eat, and don't just eat. Just don't be an unconscious eater where you're just eating anything you see. You see some cookies, you see some chocolate chip cookies, you might just pick it up, just put it in your mouth. You see some ice cream, you just probably you have a little money in your hand, so you see ice cream and just gonna buy a couple of scoops of ice cream, and you buy it for the kids. You indulge the kids are eating bad. And you're buying more fast food for them. You're not really being mindful of how they eat every week. Some of us are not mindful of how we eat. We just buy food because we just. But even with your kids, you gotta train them from young. Why? Because we don't stay young forever. And as the time goes on, as they get older, it is another bill you gotta deal with. It's another struggle you gotta deal with. And now you gotta fight for their health as well as yours. So this video is just to advise you, and this video is just to encourage you to watch and to be a conscious eater. Watch what you eat. What a live word today is coming out of Isaiah chapter 55, verses 2. Why do you spend your money on what is not bread and what does not satisfy you? Listen diligently to me and eat what is good, and delight yourselves in rich food. Well, this is Zacchaeus coming to you with another live word of the day. God bless. And if you want to share this video with somebody that needs to hear this, share. I really would appreciate if you share the video. Also, if you like what I shared, smash the like button and also subscribe to my channel come back with more videos to you. Zacchaeus Gospel. Thank you for tuning in, and be safe, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in.